Now, at a later date, we're going to talk about your various incarnations of the Four Horsemen, but Steve McMichael, the former Horseman and Super Bowl winner with the '85 Chicago Bears, he's having a tough time right now. What's going on with Mongo? Because I know you go to see him in Chicago frequently.
I'm going to go this weekend again. He has ALS. It's bad. I hate seeing that picture.
And what a great guy. I mean, I worked with Mongo. I knew him through football too. There's just nobody better.
There isn't. Just an incredible human being that came into our business and brought so much life, humor, love, respect. And I mean, legitimately a really tough guy, but never exercised that. Just wanted to learn, wanted to have fun. And he and I became really close. He knew that I loved football. And I just couldn't talk to him enough about it. And of course, he and Kevin and I were very close. We just lost Kevin too.
Yeah, well, I certainly covered Kevin when he played here for the Steelers, and
they're great guys. And they brought so much to their product, not just name recognition, but when you got, a Hall of Famer, and I'm sure that at some point in time, I can't figure out why his stats are better than Warren Sapp's, but Steve should be in the Hall of Fame.
100%. 100% Mongo should be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah. But anyway, he's having a really tough time. So,
well, I know you go to see him frequently, and I know that means so much to him. And let's talk about those '85 Bears. You're a big football guy. I think they're one of the greatest teams I've ever seen. But it's a mystery to me, and I'm sure to you too, Rick, that they only won once. That was a dynasty-level team that only got one ring, and that's kind of odd.
Well, the thing with those back then, remember the free agency. The free agency thing is what's hurting football. It's not hurting the ratings. But it was one time, the teams were, in other words, players were irreplaceable. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And there were so many. I mean, there were so many great teams back then. I mean, Miami, the Steelers. I mean, you look at the dynasties, and they only won one. But I mean, winning one is a lot more than some won, right? Does that make sense?
No question. And if you don't win one, then nobody remembers you at all. But people remember those '85 Bears.
They had a lot of personality, and of course, they had the phenomenal running back that passed away.
Walter Payton.
When I've gone to see Mongo, you'd be amazed at the number of his ex-teammates. Everybody's come out. Everybody from Ditka to Bobby Hull, who I'm good friends with both of them. Of course, you being a big hockey fan, you love Bobby, but all the guys. I see Hampton all the time. The big offensive tackle, I can't think of his name. Jumbo.
Covert, Jim Covert.
Yeah.
Jim he Covert, played for Pitt. He played.
Yeah, all those guys have come around. Yeah. He wrestled at Pitt too, didn't he?
Yeah. Tried. I mean, did for a little bit. It just conflicted with football too much, as I recall.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, by the way, did you guys win a game this weekend?
No, we tied the winless team. I was hoping you might not bring that up.
And by the way, quit asking me how many teams I have. I have lots of teams. Michigan won, okay?
Yeah, if they had lost, you wouldn't have mentioned them. I mean,
and of course, Georgia.
Just to talk plain to the listeners of this podcast, Ric Flair is the biggest sports fan in the history of this genre. Whatever team's ahead is the team he's for.
No,
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Not true. If I don't know someone, by the way, I want to tell everybody I had the pleasure of hanging out with Lawrence Taylor Saturday night. That's always an experience.
No kidding. In fact, let's skip ahead.
And nobody has come along like him. Sorry, no. Charlie. Nobody. No. There he is.
Well, I was going to a little bit later, but you, Taylor, you guys have been great friends. Remember in 1990, what was it? 1991 at the Met, you beat Sting for the WCW title, and it was in a snowstorm, and there was a big party afterwards, which I had with you at Lawrence Taylor Sports Bar near the arena. The sports bar is no there. But Nate, you know what I recall? It was not only snowing outside, it was snowing inside.
I know nothing. I know it wasn't snowing on me.
No, it wasn't snowing either.
All I know
Oh.
is that you and I and Beth pulled out in a limo, headed one way. He pulled out in a blue Jaguar, headed the other way. It was 3:00 in the morning, and the guy had 3 sacks the next day.
Oh my God, it was unbelievable. And